So I'm on my way to Athens. I'm going to see the regular attractions. Going to go to Acropolis, check that out. I'm not going to stay in Athens. I'm going to stay about, I don't know, 20 or 30 miles south of it on the coast. And once again, you can get good deals on the off season in nice places, especially places that thrive on tourism and aren't getting it during the winter time. I've got a bag full of oranges. I've got half a loaf of bread. I've got olive oil, balsamic vinegar, plenty of water. I got music, so that should last me almost forever. I'm just kind of starting to get itchy. I'm looking at my bank account and I'm going, well, I can't be spending 3 weeks in every country, especially the small ones, and expect to do this for a year. But I don't know really how long I expect to do this for. That is mangy dog. Gosh. Alright, so right now we are doing between 85 and 100 miles an hour on a 2-lane highway. Passing a hearse is probably bad juju. Anyway, I'm following this Audi, but this is what it's like driving on this island in Greece. There are stoplights, there is cross traffic. See, ooh, time to stop. So, but people will go, they will pass on the other side of the road, pass in other people's left-hand turn lanes. And this is interesting because most of the time you can keep up with faster cars just because of the traffic situation in any given place. But this is one of those places where if you're driving a 300 horsepower Audi and I'm in this 120 horsepower Suzuki, like I have a really hard time keeping up with this guy. We're doing over 100 right now. And there's a guy driving on the shoulder. I'm just going to pass him. He's probably doing 60. There are traffic lights, there are traffic cameras, but they don't work. So my GPS will tell me, watch out for this traffic camera, and the road will say, hey, we've got a traffic cone. Dude, I'm doing 110 right now. Just doing 110. And see, there's just a gas station right there. In the US, this would be maybe like sometimes a 35 or a 45 mile per hour road. I think that sign's at 60. I don't know, I passed it so fast. But once in a while you get a cop with a radar gun sitting on the side of the road, but most of the time traffic coming your way will warn you. So double yellow, I'm sorry, solid double yellow line, or a solid double line, no problem. Dotted, no problem. Everything is just, go as fast as you can. So that was a good example of me being on the other guy's side of the road and him being on my side of the road. When you're not passing, you really should be using the shoulder as much as possible. Because somebody's going to want to use your lane coming from the other way to pass a truck going on their side of the road. So there's 100. It's 170 kilometers an hour, which is 105 miles an hour, something like that. So I should get to Athens a lot faster than I expected, unless I have to stop for gas, which is also possible. If the digital readout on this car is correct, then this car gets really good mileage. In fact, so good that it makes me wonder what the hell we're doing bothering with Priuses and a hybrid technology if I can get 58 miles per gallon in a Suzuki, whatever this thing is. It just doesn't make any sense. I've always had a problem with hybrids. I've always felt like something was wrong with those numbers. You don't get anything for free. If you're not using the regenerative braking, then please explain to me how electricity is being generated in your car. Also, I pay attention to what the locals are doing. This is the guy who was going over 100 miles an hour about 3 miles ago, and now he's driving in the slow lane. We are going 80 kilometers, 50 miles an hour. He's got a nice car. He knows these roads. He's got Greek license plates. He drives fast when he wants to. but there are times when he goes slow. All right, I'm gonna let this guy set the pace for sure. So I'm driving through Greece on this really nice highway. You know, there's tolls that I'm paying in order to get to Athens. So far, I've paid $7 or $8 in tolls to go through these tunnels. Not too many people on the roads, and it's got me thinking about funding for projects, for government and things. And you know what politicians are like? Politicians are like someone putting a gun to your head and telling you, give me your money, and then using that money to spend on things to get you to vote for them again. They're spending our money. They're spending our kids' money. I mean, of all the places I've been, I don't know if there's any governments operating within their means. Obviously, Greece is horribly in debt right now. I'm told that Greece is selling things to the Germans to make up for some of the debt that they can't pay. That's not good if you're selling your airports. It's not good if you're selling things that generate income in order to pay debt. There's no way to win that game.